Hello there.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, my fellow X-Files fans? Man, last episode of the X-Files was something special. And I know I look like a marshmallow at the moment, but just allow it. Allow it. Let the marshmallow react to the X-Files, okay? Let Marshmallow Moses record the X-Files, man. Yeah, like I was saying, last episode of the X-Files was truly something special, man. That was such a fun episode of television to watch. The self-awareness, the show basically making fun of everything that it's, taking seriously throughout the entire series. Not even like with just its plots, but the characters itself, having Mulder and Scully immerse, just play different types of roles throughout the episode. Even, that moment where Scully pulls up the guy and interrogates, man, just everything about it was so good. The X-Files is something special, and I hope you guys, are enjoying these reactions. I hope you guys think, that your boy Elie Moses is the best X-Files reactor around. Come on, man. Come on, man. Nowhere on YouTube will you find this energy for the X-Files, all right? Nowhere will you find this passion. I'm saying it right now. I don't care if I sound arrogant, man. I believe in myself. I believe in the X-Files. I believe in everything, man. I need to believe. What's going on, guys? My name is Elie Moses, a 25-year-old law and film student here for Sydney, Australia. Absolutely freaking shooting his shot. And today, we are up to episode 21 of the X-Files Season 3. This one is titled Avatar. The first title before James Cameron's one, not even the last Airbender. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, we're going to jump into the world of the X-Files, man. We're going to have some fun with this thing. We're going to see what Mulder and Scully are up to this episode. And as always, baby, let's absolutely freaking smash this thing. Let's go. Come on, man. Marshmallow Moses. The vibes are good this episode. The vibes are good, and the episode hasn't even started. You just got to love that. You just got to love that. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the energy. Let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. Straight into the reaction. Let's go. One take intro. The vibes. Washington, D.C.
This is it. I just signed this and it's done.
Now, what's Skinner up
This
to?
pen. She gave it to me. It was an anniversary present.
Anniversary? Oh.
They are expecting the signed documents by the end of business today, which was 10
Divorce?
minutes ago.
I know what time it is.
Is this
You should
divorce?
sign.
They got to send the papers to the other side.
What are you doing, Walter?
After 17 years, I can wait another day.
Damn.
Listen, no one knows better than I what an emotional experience this is.
Don't lawyer me, Jane. I'll do it tomorrow.
Why put yourself through another day of this?
I said tomorrow.
Going through it right now. I'm guessing it's divorce papers, right? Anniversary present. Yeah. That sucks.
It's the only open seat.
Hey, sign the papers right now, Skinner side, bro. SI, God sent you something. It's so good.
Good evening. What can I get you?
For what? Ordering another drink?
Damn, Skinner got game.
There's a man behind me wearing a red tie.
Oh.
What?
Being alone.
How does she know that? My guy's probably just having a drink after work. Oh my gosh. Walter Skinner. The audacity. Nah, my guy sent it. Big respect. Dissolution papers signed as we speak. Yeah, what if it's one of those demonic... I spoke so soon. Ah! Am I watching X here, man? Come on. Is her neck broken? Oh, man. Hey, when it's happened to Skinner, hey, Scully and Mulder better lock in this episode, bro. They need to provide some explanations for the boy. Okay, this is interesting. Bro got catfished in real life. He didn't even need to swipe right, and he got catfished. The truth is out there. Brother, the divorce is out there. Hey, they gonna think Skinner was getting busy.
Yeah.
Mulder, it's me. I just got your message. You said Skinner called in a homicide?
Yeah, it appears to be a little more complicated than
Damn,
that. It seems
man.
like he had a front row seat.
Can
I don't
Scully reach the
understand.
pedal in that
I don't
rain?
understand it either. They're not letting me talk to him. Hold on a second. Excuse me, sir. Detective, when you're done questioning him, I'd appreciate a call.
All right.
Please do that, detective. At least do that. Have the courtesy to do that. He works with the guy.
Mulder, I'm on my way.
No. I want you to take a look at that body. Get down to the coroner's. I'll meet you there. Beyond what?
Her spinal cord was crushed, Mulder. The cervical vertebrae was fractured in what appears to be manual trauma.
Were Skinner's the only prints lifted from the body?
So far.
That would have been a
They
lot of
found
prints,
no semen
man.
samples. There was some irritation, probably an allergic reaction to latex. An indiscretion.
Yeah, she was doing some moonlighting. She was taking a little work on the side for one of the firm's clients.
What kind of work?
This client operated an escort service.
Damn.
She was a prostitute.
Some weird light on the body. Some weird light. Oh, that's predator blood, man. Why is the predator kissing her? Mulder! Mulder!
Addendum.
Yes?
Lorraine Kelleher?
She's busy right now. so
I'm
she
becoming a
can-
lawyer again.
Busier now. We need to speak with her.
I'm going back into the legal
I'll
world.
tell you
That's
here.
it.
Lorraine, there's some people from the FBI here to see you.
Business must be booming.
Damn!
I think you mean banging.
Hey, really?
Whatever this is about, can we do it later? I'm running late for an appointment.
We'd like to ask you some questions about an employee of yours, Karina Sales. She does work for you, doesn't she?
I'm 10 minutes late for a meeting with her.
Oh, that's all right. I don't think she's going to be making that.
Oh, dude, is this the escort
Oh?
business?
Why not?
She's dead. She was murdered last night.
How?
That's what we're still trying to
Or the law
figure out.
firm. It might be the law firm, my bad.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you can start by telling us if she was working last night, and if she was, who paid for her company.
Oh,
I'm
no.
afraid I can't do that.
It's the
I
escort
guess some of
service,
her
my bad.
future book sales, huh?
Business is
Be
banging.
surprised who some of my clients are.
No, I don't think I would be.
I also doubt that they'd want to get entangled in a homicide investigation.
Look, we just need one name from you. Who hired Karina Sales?
Let's just say you both work for the government.
Damn, it was the guy in the red tie?
Cut the crap. Who hired her?
Walter Skinner.
Nah, man, he being framed. He being framed.
Thank you.
Mulder didn't want to hear that name.
Credit card fraud happens every day.
Skinner was in bed with a prostitute at the time of her death, and he's offered us no explanation or alibi. Truth is, we don't know very much about him. We don't know what he does off duty, who he really is.
You know that he's put his ass on the line for us a number of times.
That is true.
Yeah,
They owe him
come to
this.
find out what
Yeah,
really
thank
happened.
you.
Even if it means proving his guilt.
Yes.
Yeah, Mulder. Thank you.
Oh, he actually called.
Yeah.
Detective Waltos. Skinner's been released on his own recognizance.
Just so happened to be walking out.
Sir.
Perfect
This doesn't
timing.
concern either of you.
Of course it concerns us.
Why won't you tell us what happened last night, sir?
Read the police report if you're really that curious.
Does it explain why you refused to take a polygraph test? Or why there's a prostitute in the morgue with your fingerprints all over her? You didn't know she was a prostitute, did you?
Ah! Evil Pennywise lady. Yeah, she's standing out like a sore thumb. Evil witchcraft lady. Yo, that red coat, man, that's something Scully would wear.
Walter. Walter.
Do you know him?
I used to think so. I'm Sharon Skinner. I'm his wife.
We were just a little caught off guard. Neither of us even knew that he was married.
I didn't know he was married.
Yeah, I just realized one day that we were no longer married.
You got crazy blue eyes, man.
We were paying the bills, taking out the garbage. And I couldn't live like that anymore.
We can fix that. There's still hope. He hasn't signed the papers.
Ellie, you were one of the few people that Walter ever mentioned from work.
Yeah.
Not that he said much.
Of course.
From the way he talked, I could tell he respected you. If Walter really killed that woman.
Sorry, Mulder, we've got to go. We've got our numbers if you need to reach us.
You still haven't answered my question.
No, I don't think he did it.
I didn't expect. I don't know. Skinner's wife is to be this. Is stoic the word? I don't know. She's so graceful. I don't know. I like her. Like.
What's going on here?
Agents Mulder and Scully.
That's right.
I'm Special Agent Bonacchese.
Bonacchese.
From the Norfolk Field Office to coordinate this inquiry.
That's Italian,
I don't know
right?
what you do down in Norfolk, but last time I checked, rifling through a man's office was considered an invasion of privacy.
Well, we're operating under guidelines specified by the Office of Professional Conduct. The protocol, I understand, you've opted to disregard.
What do you
Damn.
mean?
I want both of you to make yourselves available tomorrow afternoon.
Available for what?
And I must ask you to stop looking into this any further.
Well, what? In case we turn up any evidence that might support his innocence?
Any evidence you may have obtained, Agent Mulder, you'll be presenting tomorrow afternoon at the hearing.
Is this guy meant to be like this diplomatic and prick? Like, I know he comes across as a prick, but maybe he's just doing his work and upholding the guidelines and stuff like that. They're meant to be like that. But part of me thinks like, we're meant to be helping
There's not
one of our own
answering
a little
strong.
bit, man. What happened to innocent until proven guilty?
Doing everything you shouldn't be doing.
Yeah, why? He knows better than that.
My guy is rattled.
Evidence
That's
is
why.
so circumstantial at best.
He's behaving like a guilty man, Mulder. She straddles his chest, suffocating. He's been.
What does that have to do with Skinner?
This videotape came from the Bethesda Sleep Disorder Center, where Skinner has been receiving treatment for the past 3 months.
Oh, okay.
Running away from trains?
Same disorder, different dreams. According to Skinner's psychiatrist, he's been experiencing a recurring dream in which he's confronted by an old woman. She speaks
Oh, so it's
to
a
him, but he doesn't
dream that he
understand the
keeps
words.
having. It's
Sometimes
recurring.
She straddles his chest, suffocating him,
So you think that Skinner may have killed the victim in his sleep?
defending himself against this imaginary old woman. A lot of these patients have no recollection of their nocturnal activities, which might explain Skinner's amnesia.
What if they're framing
That's
Skinner,
not such
man?
a strange story.
It isn't?
I mean, they
It's
only tried to
ancient,
shoot him a
actually.
couple
You may
months
have
ago.
heard it.
If it was a couple
Although
months, I don't know
not
how much time has passed.
clinical
But
terms. In the Middle Ages, a visitation like the one Skinner described would have been attributed to a succubus.
what if this is another way to get rid of
Spirit that visits
Skinner?
men in the night, usually in the form of an old woman.
Visits him for sex?
Usually. Though sometimes the succubus becomes so attached to the man that she would kill any woman competing for his affection. Here.
What's that?
Reports of residual and luminous phenomena have been associated with some succubus encounters, at least according to the mythology. Why?
I feel kind of strange saying this, but I found something during my post-mortem exam that I think you should see.
Oh, the phosphorus or whatever it was. At least the body's still there and
Patch
hasn't
around the victim's
disappeared.
mouth and nose, approximately 11 centimeters in diameter. It retained light energy. It glowed in the dark.
So did the old lady potentially kill the woman? To protect Skinner? Maybe? I don't know.
I know what I saw, Mulder. It was here.
Hey.
This phosphorescence required no UV or infrared light?
No, it was definitely visible to the naked eye.
Mulder's been in this position
Sure,
before.
sample.
Yeah, I sent one over to Chemtox.
And?
Thank you.
What they say?
That there was no analyzable substance in the sample container.
Are you sure you saw something?
Mulder, I'm afraid this isn't exactly something that I'd make up.
You didn't answer your phone. It just kept ringing.
Yeah, I unplugged it. I haven't been sleeping too well lately.
So, are you going to invite me in, or should I start building an ark?
No, is she a vampire? Don't invite her in.
Come in.
I'm joking. I'm joking. So what if the older woman is his wife in the future? Maybe an older version of his wife, because like the red raincoat
I've
stuff.
gotten around unpacking.
Except right now, company's about the last thing that I need.
I'm not company. I'm your wife.
ex-wife. Remember, you're the one who asked for the divorce.
Only because you didn't have the guts to ask for one yourself, so don't put it on me.
Damn. It's not signed yet. It's not signed. Work it out. Work it out.
So what else do you want me to say?
Work out, J. Cole.
Nothing. Just want you to let me in. Just this one time.
Why?
17 years, bro.
Because I know you. I know that you're scared and that you could use some comfort. I also know that you'll never let me give it to you.
Let her in, Skinner. Your silence is also your weakness.
Just take care of yourself, okay?
Marriage photos. Yeah. Oh, how sweet. Come on, Skinner. She a keeper, bro. She a real one. Right, you don't need to give me the Green Goblin scream from Spider-Man. How you gonna do that to me? You're lucky I was sort of prepared. Like, that could have caught me off guard, but I was...
What's this about?
Wanna grab your coat and come with us? I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Why? What the hell's going on here?
It's your wife. She's been in an accident.
Is she all right?
Someone ran her off the road.
Whoa!
You have to come with us.
Somebody's trying to get at Skinner. I reckon there's some dark arts at play here.
We'll also need to see the keys to your car, sir.
Oh, the marriage has been shattered. No. No. Bro, there's some dark arts. Somebody's doing some juju. I don't know if it's like dark magic, but I reckon dark arts in terms of like the higher ups.
Max here.
Can't do that, sir.
Why not? They said I wasn't being charged.
Not yet, but they're building a pretty convincing case.
You think I did this to Sharon?
No, I don't, but I'm in the minority.
What about Asia Scully?
They're trying to silence him, man.
Scully?
They're trying to take him down.
Scully doesn't understand why you're not trying to defend yourself.
Defend myself against what? Don't you think if I knew what was happening to me that I would try to...
What about the old woman in your dream? Who is she? It's gonna come out. Look, if you don't start trusting someone, you don't stand a chance.
Stop the silence.
A few months ago, I started seeing her again.
Again?
I like...
Months ago, I started
Okay, that's okay, Alice.
seeing her again.
I like that this episode has focused on Skinner, but then again, trying to break his weakness a little bit, Mulder and Scully, to save his ass. Like, you know, I feel like, you know, his wife was saying earlier on in there, so silence, he thinks silence is his strength, but I think sometimes it can be his weakness, and that's being proven this episode. But yeah, like, Mulder and Scully feel like they owe it to him to at least help him out in this, but I feel like there's some strange works going on here in terms of like potentially trying to frame Skinner. I mean, a couple months ago we saw you know, he was shot by, you know, Luis Cardinal. I don't know if it was a couple months ago. I think it was a couple months ago in terms of like how much time has passed in between that and the Apocrypha episode. But I feel like, I don't know if that was a warning shot not to kill Skinner. It was just a warning in terms of like to stay silent, to back down from what was going on. But I don't know if this is like them trying again to potentially silence him for good, to get him out of the FBI in this way. So I wouldn't be surprised if the hearing is already, you know, if the decision has already been made and there's a little bit of bias already, and Mulder and Scully got to try and provide a convincing case for him.
Again?
I told you once what happened to me in Vietnam. I was caught in an ambush.
He was a sole survivor.
I remember that story.
You also described what sounded like a near-death experience.
There was nothing near about it, H.M. Mulder. I was a dead man.
That's when you first saw her?
I saw lots of things over there. I didn't give much credence to any of them.
Why not? So you just dismissed her as another hallucination?
I tried.
But you couldn't.
She was there with me, watching me.
Oh, so she's like,
As I was watching myself die and my blood spilling from 100 different places, until she lifted me up and carried me back,
oh, so this woman saved him in Vietnam.
away from the light.
Well, maybe she was trying to protect you. Maybe she's trying to protect you now.
Protect me from what?
The juju, man, the dark arts.
That's a question only you can answer.
Both spiritual and human.
I don't know.
Maybe she's trying to give Skinner warnings.
I don't have a clue.
Because you have to let her in. Ah, motherfucker. I told you. I told you there was juju going on, man. The dark arts. These guys are the Jose Mourinho's of X-Files. They parked the bus, bro. You can't break them down, man. You need to get some A-list all-stars on your team to break this down. And even then, they park a double-decker bus in front of the goal. No matter how many times you shoot, you ain't scoring. It takes freaking something special to break it down. And
This is Skinner's car?
the smoke monster reflecting right there as
Look at the left front panel.
told you, man. This guy trying to
That's
silence
the paint
him.
in the dent to Sharon Skinner's car.
Waltos's people finished going over the interior.
And the prints they found on the steering wheel were Skinner's.
Very fussy.
Who has access to that type of stuff? They're framing the boy. These guys are good at it if they're framing him, man. They gotta try and find one little slip, one little slip up, one little piece of evidence.
What are you doing?
You know how an airbag works?
Your car hit something, a bag.
Hey, the
goes
science
there,
guy, I like
you're
him.
done.
Not air, nitrogen. Matter of fine tuning.
Hey, this guy doing the Lord's
How long
work,
does that
man.
fine-tuning take?
You need this in a hurry, it sounds like.
I'm not the only one who needs it.
This guy working in the lab in the FBI, not knowing, you know, the bigger players and what stakes are involved here.
Yes, sir.
We're finished waiting. I'm going to begin without him.
Bro, look at the atmosphere of this hearing. They didn't need to make it look like this. Why? Why do we have to have the dimly lit room? The thunderstorm got... It is really well lit. That is a fantastic medium wide long shot. I'm not going to lie. But why does the hearing have to be like this? Why does it have to look like the Dark Ages, man? Like, it's just... look at it, man. Two lit... you know, two lights projected onto the table, and then, you know, the traditional, you know, blue hue or like the navy blue X-Files lighting, and, you know, the thunderstorm outside.
I took a sample of an extraneous substance that turned out to be unidentifiable.
How's that?
A naturally occurring enzyme around her mouth and nose. I feel reluctant to say or to speak for Agent Mulder.
To say what?
Agent Mulder had a theory that the substance could have come from a visitation. Whatever extreme cases I have encountered, I have always viewed through the lens of science. I believe that is why I was assigned to the X-Files and to Agent Mulder.
And has A.D. Skinner always been as discriminating as you?
Excuse me, sir, I don't understand the question.
Would you say that, like yourself, your direct superior has been affected by or enchanted by Agent Mulder's notions?
No, sir.
Brother, this Bonacese is a
And
motherfucking
yet,
cool, little
he
bro. Like, come
continues to
on.
sign off on whatever extreme cases you and Agent Mulder elect to investigate,
I believe the assistant director has protected us out of a respect for the work.
just as you might protect him by trumping up unidentifiable evidence.
No, that is not true.
Thank you, Agent Scully. That will be all.
Sir, if I may.
That will be all.
I'm not finished.
Yes, you are, Agent Scully.
Not finished, man. Told you, a biased hearing. Mulder need to come barging through those doors, man. Come on.
Mulder,
Hello?
you missed it. Not that anything you said would have made a difference.
What happened? Where's Skinner?
Out of a job.
They dismissed him?
I would have had a better chance against a firing squad.
They used us to do it, didn't they? They used the X-Files.
How'd you know?
So I think Skinner's been outmaneuvered, Scully. They found a
told
weakness
you.
and they're exploiting it.
But why?
To put us in check. You remove Skinner and you weaken us.
What am I looking at?
This is the man that stole Skinner's car last night and tried to kill his wife. Anyway, I think Skinner's probably worth more to them alive and disgraced than dead and buried.
But this smoke monster guy's got to be
Who is this
stopped.
guy?
I don't know. Danny couldn't find anything on him. He's still running it.
So how are we supposed to find him?
Well, this guy is a pawn. Pawns always make the first move.
So he must have hired the prostitute.
Was it the guy in the red tie? Nah. From the beginning of the episode?
What happened here?
Jump.
Oh, it's the lady from the escort
You got
business.
to her first.
Mulder, look.
Always someone at the crime scene.
Usually there'd be something set up in the room. Well, I can't. I mean, Lorraine's the only one who ever really talked to him.
Unfortunately, Lorraine can't get to the phone right now.
Damn. That is cold.
Please don't make me do this.
Look what he did to your friends. We're your only chance of coming out of this okay.
Peter Mulder's right. I'll stay with you if you want until we take him into custody.
I want you to call him. Tell him you're scared because we questioned you. Tell him you want money to get out of town.
Pawns always make the first move.
Hotel bar. Okay.
We're gonna send this guy packing and the smoke monster. I want that cigarette to be put out.
What?
And not in an ashtray.
Hi.
Something else.
In an hour?
I'm close. I'll see you in an hour.
I had a feeling. They were in the car and I was like, I was gonna say it, but I had a feeling they were spying on them. Or they were watching them. They made the first move. Scully and Mulder are the pawns.
I had to tell you, Sharon, before anything else happens. I'm not signing those papers.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. Most of them I'm just realizing myself for the first time. The violence and the lies that I've witnessed men inflict on one another. I could never tell you that.
Who's the director then? If Skinner's the assistant director. I've always wondered that.
Not that I ever stopped believing in the work. But there were contradictions that I couldn't reconcile, which meant shutting down part of myself just to do my job.
Now he's opening up, man. When she's in a freaking... When her eyes are wide
I
shut.
never told you what I should have told you. And what really got me through each day was knowing that I'd be sleeping next to you that night. Knowing that I had a reason to wake up in the morning.
That's marriage, man. I like it. I like it. That's the power of marriage. That's beautiful.
But I at least wanted you to know that.
Well, big up Skinner this episode, man. Big up Skinner. I've bigged him up a lot of times.
Sharon.
Is this... So is the smoke monster framing Skinner? Confront her. Listen to her. Yes. So is the smoke monster, is Cancer Man doing all this behind the scenes on his own accord without the syndicate's approval, like the rest of the guys in the syndicate? Because we've seen it before. We've seen him like stuff up. And he's not the one in charge of the syndicate. He's...
Listen to me.
So is the older lady her in the future? Surely they know they're being watched potentially. Maybe not. Maybe not.
One second. Judy?
Scully, what's going on?
Mulder, get up here right now.
He's upstairs.
At least he called the other detective to help him out. Why is Scully always alone in these situations? Don't tell me Judy died, man. This guy really does operate in silence.
What the hell are you doing?
Sorry, I called, but she didn't answer. What's the matter?
Really, Scully? No, man, Judy's dead now. Bro, they sacrificed one of the pawns. I just wanted to check how long was left because... Oh, yes. Yes. Fake out gunshots. My guy, Skinner, came through.
Okay.
How did he get there? How did he know? You recognize him? Reinstate my boy now. Like holla now.
Come here.
How did he know to be
So
there?
report. You'll see, though, that several questions remain unanswered.
The identity of the man I shot?
We ran his face and fingerprints through every available database. There's still no matches.
Hey, they make you
And we're
disappear.
doing a dental record search, but that'll probably be a dead end, too.
That's the people you're dealing with.
And regarding the other man, the telephone number that we had for him has been disconnected, and there's no record of an account.
Don't waste your time, Agent Scully. You won't find him. Just get whatever forensic evidence you need off the body you have. Bury it.
How did Skinner know to be there, but...
Is there a problem, Agent Mulder?
Did the guardian angel tell him?
There's, something else you'll find missing in there. An explanation for how you knew to be at the hotel last night.
Thank you.
I was hoping you could fill in that line item yourself.
You gonna tell him?
I'm afraid I can't do that, at least not at this point in time.
Why not?
Because whatever I believe may have happened has no place on an official report.
So the lady told him? The guardian angel told him?
Off the record.
If you'll excuse me, I have some catching up to do. The OPC in
Ah.
my office.
Silence. Back to normal.
But I want to thank you for the quick turnaround on this.
I think Mulder has a... Did the lady tell him? My theory is that the guardian angel told him to be there, right? Surely. Unless Cancer Man maybe wrong him. The one ring. One ring to rule them all. Hey, at least the divorce ain't happening anymore, man. Yeah, the marriage ain't getting dismantled. Put that ring back on, boy. I like this episode a lot. That was a touching episode with Skinner, man. That was a lot about the hey, those three will go down fighting for each other. It was nice to see Skinner on the other side of things this episode. And Mulder and Scully fighting for them. Fighting for him, sorry, and then trying to save his ass. That was great stuff. That was a fantastic episode of The X-Files, man. Loved it. Loved it. So I'm guessing they, I don't know, they maybe Skinner's like not a deep sleeper, but maybe I don't know if they intoxicated him with something or like, yeah, the guy obviously dead silence, went into the room, broke the woman's neck. I don't know if they like chloroform Skinner or put him out with something potentially. So yeah, and I really enjoyed like the deeper conspiracy or like, everything going on behind the scenes this episode, in terms of like how they were trying to frame Skinner. And it was great stuff because not just, the ordinary, let's pull up to the guy and shoot his ass. No. This, I genuinely enjoyed, how they tried to pull this off this episode. And if it wasn't for Mulder and Scully pulling through again, it wasn't just getting at Skinner. It was about suppressing, Mulder and Scully too, suppressing the X-Files and keeping more tabs on how the X-Files is being run, or like, nullifying the effect of the X-Files. Because I think Cancer Man, after that 1013 incident, man, and everything with the black oil, and Krychek, that was too close. Mulder and Scully were literally there at the bunkers, and, without him rocking up on time, they were like sort of like a couple moments away, rocking up to that room and seeing a spacecraft and Krychek with oil coming out of his face. Like they were moments away from that happening, and yeah, he was covering his ass, and maybe that was too close. You know, that was too close to home. So I guess ever since then, I think maybe he's been conjuring up this elaborate plan, putting it all in place. You know, to frame Skinner this way and get at him this way. And you know, they freaking even, you know, these guys don't give a crap, bro. Cold blood. They tried to take out his wife too, you know, with a car accident. So it's crazy stuff, and I really enjoyed this episode. I really enjoyed it. I really, yeah, 20 from 21, baby, 20 from 21. And I cannot wait to get into the final 3 episodes of the season. I think it's 3 episodes. I think we have 3 episodes left. 3 or 4 episodes. Either way, season 3 has been phenomenal. 3 episodes left of the season, ladies and gentlemen. I'm hella excited. I hope you guys have been enjoying the reactions. It's been Elie Moses. Take care. God bless. Peace.